If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. In a shocking revelation that sent ripples through Cleveland and beyond, rumors are swirling that Myles Garrett, the face of the Browns defense and arguably their most dominant force, has told close associates that he no longer wants to play alongside Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. While neither party has spoken publicly, multiple sources close to the organization have indicated that Garrett's discontent goes beyond XS and OS. It's personal, and it's deep. Garrett, who just signed a massive 4-year, $160 million extension in March after initially requesting a trade, was seen as recommitted to Cleveland's long-term vision. But now, whispers suggest that his extension came with one unspoken condition: a change in locker room dynamics. According to reports, Garrett has grown frustrated with what he perceives as a lack of accountability and effort from certain defensive backs, with Denzel Ward allegedly at the center of those concerns. He's tired of covering for others' mistakes, one anonymous team insider noted. The two have been teammates since 2018, and while they've shared highlight reels and Pro Bowl nods, tensions reportedly began to flare during the Browns' dismal 3-14 campaign in 2024. In closed-door meetings, Garrett is said to have questioned the intensity and preparation habits of the secondary, with Ward taking the brunt of that criticism. Though the specifics of any incident remain unclear, it appears a confrontation late in the season, following a blowout loss to New Orleans, may have been the breaking point. For his part, Denzel Ward put up solid numbers in 2024, 49 tackles, 19 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. But according to advanced metrics, he ranked 61st among 223 cornerbacks, sparking questions about whether his reputation continues to exceed his recent performance. Some insiders believe Garrett sees Ward's declining impact as symbolic of the Browns' defensive woes, and symbolic, too, of an organization he nearly walked away from just 2 months ago. Myles Garrett has built his legacy through sheer dominance at the line of scrimmage. Known for his explosive first step, elite hand technique, and overwhelming power, Garrett has become a nightmare for offensive linemen across the league. His ability to collapse the pocket and disrupt plays before they even develop makes him one of the most feared defensive ends in the NFL. In 2024, he led the league in tackles for loss with 22, showcasing not just his pass-rushing prowess, but his impact against the run as well. Garrett's motor runs hot, and he thrives in high-pressure moments, a true tone-setter for any defense. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Denzel Ward, on the other hand, brings finesse, agility, and anticipation to the cornerback position. A former Ohio State standout, Ward's strength lies in his quick feet and ability to mirror receivers in man coverage. His 19 pass deflections in 2024, a career high, illustrate his nose for the ball and his role as a primary defender against top receivers. He's also capable of creating turnovers, with 2 interceptions and a forced fumble last season. However, some critics argue that despite the flashy stats, his physicality at the line and consistency in run support have waned, areas that players like Garrett reportedly value deeply. The difference in their play styles underscores the contrast in mentality. Garrett is vocal, fiery, and relentless, a leader by dominance and demand. Ward, while respected, is known for a quieter presence and more reserved demeanor. While both are elite talents in their own right, it's possible that Garrett's frustration stems from a perceived lack of urgency or grit in Ward's approach. In a locker room culture that's been criticized for lacking accountability, these contrasting identities could be clashing more than ever. Ultimately, the Browns' defense has long depended on the balance between pressure up front and coverage on the back end. Garrett and Ward were supposed to be the cornerstones of that strategy. But now, their on-field styles, one built on ferocity, the other on finesse, may no longer be complementary, at least not in Garrett's eyes. If the rumors hold weight, Cleveland could be forced to make a painful choice between 2 defensive stars whose partnership, once full of promise, appears to be crumbling behind the scenes. If these reports prove true, Cleveland's front office finds itself in a nightmare scenario. They've invested long-term in both stars, yet are now being pulled in opposite directions by internal friction. With voluntary OTAs around the corner, All eyes will be on whether Garrett and Ward appear, and more importantly, whether they even speak. For a franchise already reeling from unmet expectations, the battle lines inside the locker room may be more dangerous than any opponent on the field. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!